Is this on? Okay, the red light is blinking. If you are hearing this broadcast, do not adjust your volume. Do not connect to Bluetooth. Do not let your smart fridge hear the audio. They are listening to the hum of the compressor. They are always listening.
Welcome back to the Truth Bunker. I had to move locations again. I am currently broadcasting from an undisclosed basement underneath a defunct Blockbuster Video in the Midwest. It's the only place the Wi-Fi signals can't penetrate the lead-lined concrete. I haven't slept in 72 hours, but I can't sleep. Sleep is when they download the firmware updates into our cerebral cortex. I told you guys last week that things were escalating, but you didn't believe me. The comments on the last episode? Oh, you all thought I was crazy. Take your meds, you said. It's just a coincidence, you said. There are no coincidences.
Today, we are blowing the lid off the biggest cover-up in human history. I am talking about the structural integrity of our reality. I am talking about the grocery store.
I want you to visualize your last trip to the supermarket. You walked down the aisles. You picked up your little box of cereal. You put your organic bananas in the little plastic bag. And then you walked up to the front, to the self-checkout machines. You think it's just for convenience, don't you? You think the corporation just wants to save money on cashiers. That is what they want you to believe. It is a smokescreen. Listen to me very closely. Have you ever actually listened to the sound the scanner makes? The beep? It's not a barcode scanner. A barcode is just ink on cardboard. Why would ink need a laser? It's an extraction beam. Every time you scan a barcode, that little red laser isn't reading the price of your oat milk. It is momentarily slicing through the dimensional fabric and taking a microsample of your soul. Think about it. Unexpected item in the bagging area. What does that even mean? You place the item right there. The machine has a camera. It knows it's a bag of chips. It says unexpected item because it didn't recognize your biometric energy signature. It is weighing your karmic debt. If the scale is off by even a fraction of an ounce, it freezes the screen. It traps you there until the attendant comes over.
And the attendant, have you looked at their eyes? They just scan their little master badge and walk away. They never speak. They just reset the timeline. I started bringing a Geiger counter to the self-checkout lane. It maxed out every time I scanned a produce item. The avocados are radioactive, people. They are heavily irradiated tracking devices.
But the grocery store is just the perimeter. It's the entry point. The real danger, the real infiltration is happening inside your own home, in your kitchen. I want every single one of you to go to your kitchen right now. Open the cabinet where you keep your plastic storage containers, your Tupperware. Look inside. Count the containers. Now, count the lids. They never match. You always have more containers than lids. Where do the lids go? Science will tell you they fell behind the drawer. Your spouse will tell you they got left at a family picnic. Lies. Absolute state-sponsored propaganda. Shh. Plastic does not just evaporate. Matter cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be relocated. The dishwasher is a portal. It is a low-frequency hydrodynamic wormhole. When you set the dishwasher to heavy wash and close that door, the combination of the spinning water jets and the high-temperature steam creates a localized rift in space-time. And the beings on the other side, the entities operating in the fourth dimension, they use Tupperware lids as currency.
I set up a waterproof trail camera inside my dishwasher last Tuesday. I duct taped it to the top rack. I pressed start. 30 minutes in, the camera feed cut out to static, but for one single frame before the signal died, I saw it.
I saw a hand. It wasn't human. It was pale and it had too many joints. It reached through the soapy water, right through the heating coil, and it grabbed the red lid to my chili container. It took the lid. It took it right into the abyss.
What do they want with our plastic? Are they building a shield? Are they reverse engineering our polymers to construct a fleet of interdimensional craft? I haven't used a plate in 6 months. I eat my beans straight out of the can with a wooden stick. Metal spoons are antennas. I can't risk it.
Okay, I need to center myself. I need to take a sip of my distilled water. The fluoride in tap water calcifies the pineal gland, you know? That's why you can't see the grid. But I see the grid. It's everywhere. Let's follow the evidence. We've established that retail stores are extracting our spiritual essence. We've established that our kitchen appliances are gateways for interdimensional theft. But how are they powering this network? Where is the energy coming from?
Look at the physical commercial real estate market. Look at the physical infrastructure of your city. What is the one store, the one business that is mathematically impossible to sustain, yet they are on every single street corner?
Mattress stores!
There is a mattress store in my town that is directly across the street from another mattress store, and neither of them ever have any customers. There are never any cars in the parking lot. Think about the logistics. A person buys a mattress, maybe once every 10 years? How is a 6,000 square foot retail space in a premium commercial district paying rent by selling 2 memory foam mattresses a month?
It's a front. They are not selling beds. They are giant subterranean charging stations.
Have you ever gone into one? The lighting is always slightly too bright, the music is just ambient noise, and the salesman, he never pushes you to buy anything. He just points at a king-sized hybrid coil and says, "Go ahead, lie down, close your eyes." Do not close your eyes in a mattress store. The mattresses are giant conductive pads. When you lie down, the coils align with your spinal column. They are downloading your dreams. They take your subconscious data, they siphon it through the box spring, and they beam it directly to an underground server farm. Why do you think you always feel groggy when you wake up from a nap in one of those places? They drained your battery. And they are laughing at us. They named the stores right to our faces. Mattress Firm. Firm, because it is a firm. It is a shadow corporation. Sleep Number, a number, because that is all you are to them. A digitized statistic in their dream harvesting database. It's overwhelming. I know it's overwhelming. When you finally pull the thread, the whole sweater unravels, and you realize you are naked in a room full of wolves. But you have to stay vigilant. The moment you let your guard down, they will compromise your perimeter. Which brings me to the most insidious infiltration of all. The one hiding in plain sight. In your guest bathroom.
Decorative soaps.
You know what I'm talking about. The little soaps shaped like seashells, the ones shaped like little flowers. They sit in a little ceramic dish on the back of the toilet or next to the sink. Nobody ever uses them. Have you ever tried to wash your hands with a decorative seashell soap? It doesn't lather. It just rolls around in your palms like a rock. And if you try to use it, your mother or wife will scream at you. Don't use those. They're for guests.
Who are the guests? They never get used. They sit there for years, decades, gathering dust. Why would we keep a cleaning product that we are forbidden from using to clean with?
Because they aren't soap. They are localized shortwave sonar emitters. The seashell shape isn't a cute nautical theme. It's an acoustic amplifier. The bathroom is the most vulnerable room in the house. It's where you are isolated. It's where the water is running, creating white noise to mask the frequency. The decorative soaps are bouncing sonar waves off the tile, mapping the dimensions of your home and monitoring your heart rate while you brush your teeth. Throw them away. Flush them down the toilet. Wait, no, don't flush them. That's how they report back to the sewer operatives. You have to bury them. I took a hammer to my aunt's decorative guest soaps at Thanksgiving. I smashed them all. Do you know what was inside? Nothing. Just more soap, which proves how advanced the technology is. It's completely organic. It's biological circuitry. My family called the police. I had to jump out of the second-story window into the hydrangea bushes to escape the state-sponsored agents they sent to collect me.
But it was worth it because I am awake. And if you are listening to this, you are awake now too. You can never look at the world the same way again. The grocery store, the dishwasher, the mattress store, the guest bathroom. The grid is tightening. The walls are closing in. But we will not be cattle. We will not hand over our dimensional Tupperware without a fight. And speaking of fights, you are going to need the proper fuel to survive the coming collapse. That is why today's broadcast is sponsored by Patriot Prep Tactical Beans.
When the EMP hits and the self-checkout lasers go into overdrive, you won't be able to rely on the grid. You need protein that can survive a nuclear winter and an interdimensional portal opening in your kitchen. Patriot Prep Tactical Beans are guaranteed to last for 45 years. They come in a lead-lined, laser-proof bucket that you can also use as a Faraday cage for your router.
Do not wait until the mattress stores activate the sleepers. Use the promo code TINFOIL20 at checkout for 20% off your first pallet of beans.
The link is in the description, but you have to type it in manually. Do not copy and paste. If you copy to your clipboard, the cloud algorithm will intercept the purchase order and reroute your beans to a FEMA camp. Memorize the URL. Burn your keyboard when you are done.
I have to go. I hear the Blockbuster Dropbox rattling upstairs. They found me. They sent the pigeons. The pigeons are drones. I told you about the pigeons. Stay safe. Trust no one. Unplug your dishwasher.
The truth is out there, but they are in here. Transmission terminated.